Hi, welcome back. In this video, we will learn about the audio element in HTML. Basically, if you want to create an audio player, then you might want to use the JavaScript audio API, which is available inside of the browser. But in this video, we will not be doing that. We will be talking about the audio element in HTML, which gives us a very basic audio player inside of the browser. So we will use that. Anyways, before moving on, inside of this assets folder, what I have a audio.mp3 file. Okay, so now what you need to do, basically you can use anything. I have this copyright free music, and if I just play, so as you can see, the audio is being played. All right, so basically we will have something similar to this inside of the browser. Okay, to get started, what we have to do, basically we can create the audio element. Okay, and like the image element, this needs a source. So let's do /assets/audio.mp3, and we can provide the type of the audio which this file has. So let's do type and do audio/mp3. Okay, now if I save and just go to the browser, okay, so there is nothing. And why is that? Because this audio element which we have currently right now expects another attribute which is called controls. So let's do controls, and this is something called a boolean attribute. It is there to indicate like, hey, show the controls, right, for the audio. So let's do that. And if I go to the browser currently right now, as you can see, we have the audio player. And if I just do play this music, okay, and this player is kind of nice. You have you can just go around in different times. It is showing the timestamp as well. You can mute and unmute. You can set up the volume, and then you can download the music, and also you have the setting to set the playback speed as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, but again, if you want to create a fully fledged like the audio player or something like that, then you have to use the JavaScript API for that. Something like if you want to create something like Spotify or something like that. Okay, because currently right now the audio source has to be only one. We can provide only one audio source inside of this audio element. So yeah, anyways, so let's do some more things with this audio element. Okay, we can use this audio element with the source element as well, and I will show it to you. Okay, so let's what I can do, I can go below here and I can just close the sidebar. Okay, and here after that I can create the audio element, and here I will not provide any source, and I will just comment it out, the previous one. Okay, I will not provide any source here, and I can do controls. Okay, and inside of that I will have the source element, which is basically a single self closing element, and inside of that I can provide the src, the source, and that will be definitely the same file. And here we can provide the type, which is the audio/mp3, and that is it basically. Now for some reason your browser do not support the audio element, and there is a possibility for that because the audio element has been introduced with the introduction of the HTML5. I will show a pretty good resource to check if the elements or something you want to use inside of the browser is available to that particular browser or not. But here, if the audio element is not available, then we can just render some fallback text. So let's do that. So like, hey, your browser do not uh, does not support the audio element in HTML. Okay, so if the audio element is not supported, then this paragraph will show. So let's go to the browser once again, and surprisingly enough, nothing has changed, and I can play the audio as usual. All right, so let's go to a website which is called Can I Use. This is the website, and here I can search for audio. And once I search for that, as you can see, the first one is the audio element. Okay, and as you can see here inside of this chart, like the Firefox version 2 and 3 is not supported, but this version was used like many times ago, basically between 2006 to 2008. All right, then we have this Android browser which is 2009 and 10, which was being used, but for some reason Opera Mini still do not support the audio element. So yeah, anyways, so this is basically the audio element and how you can check the availability of the audio element. So let's go to the browser and let's go to the code. Okay, and we have some other attributes for the audio element as well. Something like, if I go here, let's comment it out. I just wanted to show you that, and let's bring back the another one and go below this. Okay, now after this control, what we can do, we can add some other attributes. Something like, hey, we want to autoplay, right? Autoplay. So now what will happen, whenever we will go to the browser, the music will automatically play. So let's save and go to the browser, refresh. Okay, there is something is going on. For some reason, the music is not being played automatically currently right now. So let me just check. Uh-huh. So let's save that. Okay. So what happened is basically I didn't save the file properly. Okay, never mind. So this is how the player is right now, but I don't want to automatically play the audio. Again, if you want to loop the music, because currently right now what will happen, when the music will finish, it will stop. But if you want to play the music in loop, what you can do, you can add the loop attribute here, and the music will loop after it is like finished. Okay, now again, as you can see, this is the media file, and it can be used inside of the figure uh, tags as well, like the figure element. Okay, so let's comment it out here. I can bring it back, but let's go under it and do figure, and inside of that you can use the fig caption as well. So let's do something like this. So the audio, let's bring back this. Okay, just cut it out, paste it out here, and control slash. So this is our audio, and here inside, after that, big caption, and here you can use the caption for that. So like, hey, let's do what I can do here. Basically I can add the anchor tag here, and let's do assets and then audio mp3. And what it basically creates is it creates a download link for the audio. So let's do download audio. Okay, and hit save. Now let's go to the browser once again, So as you can see, this is our audio element. And here, if I click on this, the audio will download inside of the browser. So yeah, this is basically the audio element. And there are some other things as well. And again, if you want to create your own audio player, then this might not be the answer for that. The JavaScript API might be the answer. And also in the future, I am planning to bring up some of the projects, like how to create the custom, what do you say, like the music player or the video player inside of this channel. So stay tuned. All right, so this is the audio element in HTML.